Hey guys, I'm going to show you some speed cubing methods to solve a cube. Actually, it's not going to be speed cube. It's just going to be showing you how to solve a Rubik's cube or any speed cube. The way I'm going to show you is the simplest basic method. We're going to start with the daisy, right? So what you do for the daisy is you look for the yellow center, which is right here. Yellow is always opposite white. So you find the yellow, and what you want to do is you want to make this look like a daisy, and you put the white petals on the outside at the four edges. You don't worry about white being on the corners. You just want it to be these edge pieces to be white. So we already have one there, so that's good. So now let's go look for some other side pieces and put them up where the daisy is. So here's one. So we'll rotate this. So now we've got two up top. So now we'll go look for another one. Sometimes they can be down here. You have to look everywhere. All right, here's one. So this one cannot go here because I already have one there. So how can I resolve that? I just turn this top here to the side, and now I can rotate this one up. Okay, so now I have three. Now I just need one more piece of the daisy, and my last piece is here. So I cannot turn this one up here because I already have a piece there. So we'll turn the top like so, then we'll rotate this up, and there we have our daisy completed. So now what we do is, once you've got that done, is you match up the centers here, these colors. So I want orange with orange. So I'm going to rotate the cube until I get orange lined up. When I have that lined up, what I'm going to do is simply 180 degrees, turn the daisy petal down. Okay? Now we're going to go look for the next one. Red. So we're going to rotate this red. So where there's red, here's red. We're going to turn this, rotate this one 180 degrees. Now we're going to look for the next one. Blue. Match that up with blue over here. Now we'll rotate this 180. And now the final one is green. So we rotate this to green and rotate this 180. And what you've just accomplished is the white cross. Very important to solving a Rubik's Cube is to start with the white cross. So you have a white cross here, and the sides, the edges match their center. Edges match the center, edges match the center, edges match the center. Okay, so now that you have the white cross, what you want to do is you want to finish these corners. Okay, this one we lucked out, that's in the right spot. Let's look at this one. This one's in the wrong location. So let's take this one out. The way you do that is you take it, you put it down here, you slide this out of the way, and put this back up. So now you have this in a better position to place it where it needs to be. So we got blue on one side and we've got red on the other. So let's get it to its right corner. So that would be right over here. Red with red, blue with blue. So that would mean this white has to come up here. Because when I get this white rotated up, the red will show here. So the way we do that is we take this, we put it out of the way. This is the one we want to put up there. We bring this down. We put this in its place. So now it's where it needs to be. We rotate it up. And now we have our red here and our blue here. So now let's try and solve another piece. Okay, here's red with green. So we already know we did this red and blue. So red and green must be over here, must be this corner. So we'll just rotate this over here. And we'll see that red is red. Here's the green. So another case of where you need to rotate this up to here. So how do we do that? We slide it out of the way. We bring this piece down. We slide this in its place. And we put it up. And now we've got green and red. So we've got those two corners done now. Right? We remember we started with this one. This one was completed already. So now we only have one more piece to go. And that's this. So green would be green. Orange, orange. So this piece has to come up here. So what do? We slide this out of the way. We go down here, put this in its place, and put that back up. And there you go. You have the entire top solved. Right? White, completely solved with the corners and edges. And you have the colors matching each side. Okay? Now, the next step is to do these corner edges. This 1, 2, 3. And this one, well, this is wrong too because this is red and not orange. So all four are wrong. So we have to work on that. And the way I do that is I flip the cube upside down and I look for the edge piece over here, one of these spots that I want to put in, right? So we look for one, and here we go. We have a red, green. So we match the red with its center. So we rotate this, and there. The red goes with the red. So what you do is you take this whole side and you turn it to the right. So it's like this, okay? And you look at the green. Does green have to come to the front, or does green have to go to the back? Green has to go to the back, because here's the green center, right? And here's red. So red's gonna stay here. We need this piece to flip with this one. That's here. So how do we do that? It's a very simple move. You'll see it up on the top in text. It's the right clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise. That's 5 times. And then counterclockwise, starting at the top. Counterclockwise, counterclockwise right, counterclockwise top, counterclockwise. And now we put our piece, red and green, in its location. Now we look for another one to do the same thing. Okay, we got blue. So we're going to match blue with where it's got to go. Does the orange have to go in the back? No, that's red. Or does it have to come to the front? It has to come to the front. So this is the same move that we had on the last piece, but in reverse. So where we went clockwise, we're now going to go counterclockwise. We want this piece to come forward. So that would be rotating it counterclockwise. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After we're done, we start at the top, we go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, we put our piece where it needs to be. Okay? So now we'll look for another piece to work on. Here's red and blue. So we match the blue up with its side. That would be here. Okay? Blue, blue. Red doesn't have to come to the front. This one's solved already. Red has to go to the back. So if it's going to the back, I want to rotate this way, right? So I'm going clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. So always remember the 5, 4. Okay? That one's in its spot. And we have one more we have left to do. This corner, we're looking for an orange green. And there it is, the orange green. Okay, where does this orange have to go? Has to go in the back. So, what's that? Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're done. So now, as you can see, we have 2 layers of the cube completed. Okay? Now, it's the final part to finish solving the cube is to finish the top layer. Okay? So, the way you do this is there's 3 different algorithms that you have to use to finish the top. The first one is you look for a certain pattern on the top. You're either going to have one dot in the yellow in the middle. You're going to have a line either this way, or you're going to have a triangle of yellow like this, right? So we have a dot. So when it's a dot, or if it's a line, you do this move. Front to the right, to clockwise, right clockwise, top clockwise, right counterclockwise, top left counterclockwise, front to the left. So we change the dot to our triangle. So this is the other configuration you might have. When you have this triangle, you have to make sure it looks like this. That it's not this way, it's not this way, okay? You want it to be like this. So now what we do is now we turn 2 of the fronts, the front and the middle, to the right. Clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise, and then the 2 back. There. Now we've got this cross, yellow cross. The other thing that you have is it sort of looks like it's an arrow. See how it looks like maybe like a rocket ship, some people have said? So what I do is when I have the rocket ship, I point the rocket ship down this way. So it looks like that. Now here's the next algorithm that you need. And that is, we go here, 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 here. Oh, I think I screwed this up. Maybe I didn't.